Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wrestlemania 32 review video. Quite frankly, people, this was way too fucking long for me. To be honest with you, NXT TakeOver Dallas took over WrestleMania weekend, in my opinion. Okay? WrestleMania 32 wasn't bad, I'm not saying that, but it was an NXT TakeOver Dallas. It did not have the same feel to it. And I'll explain in more detail as I go along with this review. So, just to go ahead and skip all the pre-show matches, because I didn't watch any of that stuff. We're going to start off with the ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. This match was pretty good. It did have a similar feel to it as it did at WrestleMania 31 for the Intercontinental title in the ladder match that it had last year. The only problem with it is Zack Ryder won the Intercontinental Championship, which kind of blows my mind, simply because of the fact that he never was getting pushed throughout the year on the WWE television programming. But I truly believe that Vince McMahon was trying to go for a different winner, and be a little bit unpredictable in this sense with the WWE IC title match. I think he could have went with a better person. Sami Zayn would have been a good character, a good person to go for. Even Dolph Ziggler would have been good, but to go with someone different other than just Kevin Owens. But I think that he was just giving Zack Ryder his moment, since he never really had any big time moments, and he's been kind of kept down for most of his career. And his dad was there and everything else. I guess Vince McMahon just felt, hey, we'll give you a WrestleMania moment, throw you a bone. I'm pretty certain that he won't stay champion for very long. I'm pretty sure he will lose the IC title at Monday Night Raw tomorrow night in a rematch, defending it against Kevin Owens probably. Next match is Chris Jericho versus AJ Styles. And oh yeah, by the way, the match itself was a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not a bad match at all. Just the winner was kind of awkward, but otherwise it was a pretty good match itself. So Chris Jericho, AJ Styles, good singles match. Definitely, surprisingly enough, Chris Jericho won by desperation, in my opinion. Jericho is getting his ass kicked throughout most of this match. AJ Styles losing was a bit surprising to me, simply because Jericho's had his moments at WrestleMania, and he's had a lot of wins, personally, I think, or at least moments. And AJ Styles was in his first ever WrestleMania, and he performed well. It just unfortunately lost to Chris Jericho for whatever reason. I don't know why they went about doing that, but whatever. It doesn't really make a difference to me at this point or not. So yeah, Chris Jericho won the match against AJ Styles in a pretty decent match. Definitely give this match a 3.5 out of 5 stars altogether. So moving along here, League of Nations versus the New Day. This match was a complete boredom. Did not care for it. They actually made it a 6-man tag team match, which was shocking at the least. It was originally scheduled to be a 3-on-4 match, but they just made it a 6-man tag team match instead. After the match was over, when the League of Nations actually beat New Day, which was actually surprising. I could not believe they went with the League of Nations to win this match. New Day was actually their top-notch tag team in the tag team division altogether, and they're the tag team champions. Why would you have them lose to a bunch of jobbers like the League of Nations? Was very shocked by that. So that was a little weird in my opinion. But regardless of all that, we had a nice little moment afterwards. League of Nations faced Shawn Michaels. Mick Foley and Stone Cold Steve Austin, they showed up, and Shawn Michaels, man, he looks like he's in still the best shape he's ever been in. and still can put on a good match. He was moving around pretty well in that ring with the League of Nations, and Steve Austin actually was pretty okay. Mick Foley was pretty entertaining in the ring as well. So that was a pretty cool moment to see. The next match, Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose in a no-holds-barred street fight match. This was actually a very predictable match. Brock Lesnar realistically had the advantage in this match. So in all honesty, it was the right person they had win. But overall, though, it was a very fun and enjoyable match to watch. Definitely give this match a 4 out of 5 stars, simply because of the fact that it really had the element of entertainment, and it was just really a good, fun, enjoyable match. Next from that point, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks for the women's championship. This was actually a decent match. Give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Charlotte, surprisingly enough, actually wins the match. And it felt like a heavyweight championship title match, to be perfectly honest with you. Charlotte actually performed a move that reminded me of the WrestleMania 20's heavyweight championship between Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Benoit. So yeah, this was a pretty damn good match. I really enjoyed watching this. And Charlotte walked away victorious by getting the figure 8 on Becky Lynch and getting the tap out. So pretty good action that happened and occurred in this match. Undertaker and Shane McMahon, Hell in a Cell match. Holy fuck. This was the match of the night. It was very strategic. It felt like an authentic match. They were doing boxing, MMA, you name it, they did it. The biggest moment in the match was the leap off the top of the cell and that elbow drop through the table, missing the Undertaker altogether. Undertaker, I was a bit shocked by. At the end of the match, when he won the match by Tombstone Piledriver, he did not exactly show any kind of respect towards Shane McMahon, in my opinion. Truthfully, I would have made Undertaker carry Shane McMahon out of the ring instead of him carried out on a stretcher. That's just my opinion. I think that Shane McMahon worked his ass off in that match for it just to be a one-time match. So it kind of sucks that he didn't win. And of course, Undertaker gets another WrestleMania match that he's going to have next year. Hopefully it's against a good opponent. And it's unpredictable, and there's an element where he can lose. Truthfully, the rumors that ran around this past weekend that I was hearing about Goldberg making an appearance, Finn Balor, all these, none of that stuff happened. Not a single thing happened. I was disappointed in the rumors that was flurrying around on the internet. None of them were even close to being accurate. It was all a bunch of bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, Undertaker and Shane McMahon, definitely 4.5 out of 5 stars, simply because of that moment with Shane McMahon. The action in the ring was slow, but it was smart that they did it slow because of that moment that they did. If they would have made this match fast-paced rate and had Shane McMahon do that, that would have been pretty fucking dumb. Not to mention what they did with Shane McMahon was dumb anyway to start with, but it was pretty freaking unreal for a moment at a WrestleMania event. But very dangerous, and if I hear anything about Shane McMahon's condition online or anything like that, as well as Kevin Owens, he actually took a bump by Sami Zayn. I didn't happen to mention this when I was talking about the IC title match. He actually got suplexed onto the ladder and landed the wrong way on his neck and did not move till the match was over, and they cleared the ring. So that was a bit surprising. I personally was kind of concerned about his well-being, his health, as well as Chris Jericho got a broken jaw from the looks of it after the match was over with AJ Styles. So a lot of people got injured in this show. Pretty freaking crazy. Um, so yeah, Undertaker and Shane McMahon, as I said, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Match of the night. So nothing to complain there. Baron Corbin won the Battle Royal for Andre the Giant trophy, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's great that they went deciding to go with a NXT guy. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Baron Corbin, but he is a younger talent, and he kind of fits the bill to win that trophy since his height and the fact that he's younger. They might actually make something of this Battle Royal trophy thing and turn it into something that makes importance, hopefully, but doubt it, to be quite honest with you. The Rock comes out, he spends about 10 to 20 minutes blabbering about bullshit and more. Look, I'm going to go on a small rant here. I am fed up of The Rock. I'm fed up of his bullshit coming to the ring and jabbering about BS that means absolutely nothing. Comes to the ring, wastes our time of 10 minutes to 20 minutes of just jabbering about bullshit. Talks about how many people are in the fucking audience, which might be an overinflated number for all we know. They might have been under 100,000. Who the fuck knows? But so we go ahead, we get that dumb speech. Bray Wyatt comes out, makes an interesting little confrontation with The Rock, but nothing really happens from it. He actually has a match officially, but it lasts 6 seconds. Whoa, big fucking whoop-de-doo. Who really cares, you know? It didn't really make a difference. He rock-bottomed Eric Rowan. It wasn't even Bray Wyatt for all the things in the world. We're talking about Bray Wyatt coming to the ring, having a confrontation with The Rock, and instead of Bray Wyatt being the man to have the match with him and lose by 6 seconds, we have Eric Rowan losing 6 seconds. And then at any point, at the end, John Cena comes down to the ring, helps The Rock against the 3-on-1 attack, and makes it a 3-on-2, and they make the Wyatt family just job out to Rock and John Cena. Like, who the fuck cares, really? The rumors are running rampant. I'm getting tired of these fucking rumors and bullshit. It's such a load of crap. None of them even really are accurate on anything that they say. The Wyatt family ain't getting no push, not based on what I just saw tonight. The Wyatt family got squashed by The Rock and John Cena. That's gonna help them get a push to the world title? Give me a fucking break. Bray Wyatt looked pathetic. Eric Rowan was way pathetic. Fucking Rock made Braun Strowman look like a joke. I mean, these guys are not going nowhere, and they're going nowhere fast. And The Rock, I'm getting fed up at him. He's done nothing. He's talking about making history. Oh yeah, you did a 6-second match with a rock bottom and won, and never got touched. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're really blowing my fucking mind, you know? Get the fuck out of here. Go back to Hollywood and make another movie. I would rather see you in a movie at this point than see you in a WWE ring just doing the same old crap that you always do, which is just running your mouth. It's funny, it's entertaining, but it's old. There's nothing to it. So just stick with the movies. I'll definitely go check out your movies. You've got good movies. But your stuff on WWE is old, boring, and dull. And it ain't nothing meaningful to me. Sorry to say that. When you get in a ring and you can actually have a 10, 15-minute match with somebody, let me know. I'll definitely check it out. But at this point, just stay out of the fucking WWE ring until you can actually have a match. That's all I have to say on that. And that's not dissing The Rock or anything, just to let you guys know. It's just that I'm fed up of seeing The Rock make, appearances and just talking out of his ass. Fucking have a match with somebody. if you're gonna get in a ring and run your mouth and do all this hype up shit, have a match with someone is set up at a pay-per-view that goes about 10-15 minutes. Not no 6 seconds with a guy that you had no conversation with or interaction with. It was a fucking goon that, you know, Bray Wyatt decided to throw on the Rock. Get the fuck out of here. And he talks about being this eater of world. He's an eater of my ass. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. So, that was a joke. Then we had Roman Reigns versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight title. And pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, just to sum this all up, the show was great until after Shane McMahon and Undertaker. From that point on, the whole fucking show just went straight downhill. Simple as that. Triple H and Roman Reigns was not all that entertaining. I didn't even like how Triple H was performing in the ring, to be quite honest with you guys. I didn't care for what they had to show in the ring. There was no energy. There was no motivation. There was no drive. It just seemed like they were just going through the motions and doing what they were supposed to do in the middle of the match. There was nothing. There was no struggle. There was nothing. It was a joke. It was just them doing what they were told to do by Vince McMahon, and that's it. There was no feeling behind it. There was no nothing. Shane McMahon and Undertaker's match, there was feeling behind it. There was enjoyment. There was shocking moments. Twice by Shane McMahon. Undertaker performed decently in comparison to the last two WrestleManias. 31 and 30 was pretty fucking bad. This match, though, was pretty damn good. He did a good job, and Shane did a good job. Triple H and Roman Reigns, when they got to this match, quite frankly, I didn't really care at this point about WrestleMania. I almost considered hanging it up and just forgetting about it, but I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not, paying, I'm not, I spent all this time going ahead and watching this event. Might as well just close it out and watch it and fuck it, who cares? It's not like I'm gonna go ahead and lose sleep over just watching the fucking match. But it wasn't all that interesting. It was kind of like how I feel with a Monday Night Raw episode. Just get to the end already and get me and wake me the fuck up, pretty much. I mean, there was some good stuff that happened. I mean, you got to see Triple H get speared through a fucking barricade, which wasn't by the timekeeper's table, which was a nice change of event. And you got to see Stephanie McMahon get her ass speared, which she deserved, because she didn't need to be at ringside. In which case, she got what she needed. A nice spear by Roman Reigns. I have to give him props on that. I'm very happy about that. But otherwise, the rest of it was a bunch of crap. I didn't give a fuck about the match. Give it a 3 out of 5 stars for just an average match. If it had a better build-up, it would have been better. But I don't care for Roman Reigns. I like John Cena a hell of a lot more than I do for Roman Reigns. I don't have any kind of care in the world for this guy. He is not all that inspiring. There's no emotion behind this motherfucker. The only thing he's doing is doing what Vince McMahon tells him to do. And, there's no, drive or push for him to even encourage or, influence Vince McMahon to, change something about his character. And there's nothing behind this guy. He's just a fucking joke. Didn't care for this match, but, it was an average okay match. It did have some chain wrestling involved. Triple H displaying that he is definitely the superior wrestler out of the two. But overall, it just didn't interest me all that much. I didn't really care. But I give it to be nice. It was a decent, little chain wrestling action that went on. Stephanie McMahon got speared. Triple H got speared through the barricade. And that's pretty much the highlight of the match. The rest of it was just whatever, So, yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for Roman Reigns, Triple H. Roman Reigns walks out the new World Heavyweight Champion. with a mixed reaction of people booing him and cheering for him. Mostly booing him, though. But anyway, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I'm sorry I was talking low, but my roommate's actually sleeping, so I don't want to wake him or anything like that. But definitely leave your comments and opinions down below. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, and lay the smack down on the subscribe button. And I will catch you guys tomorrow with a Retro Raw review from January 4th of 1999. Hope you guys enjoy watching that one, and I'll catch you guys later.